Missed you this morning, Doc.
Get in the Animus. Let's go, Mr. Miles. Time's wasting.
When you are exposed, tackle people who are in your way to maintain momentum, and utilize it.
Come in, Altair. I trust you are well rested? Ready for your remaining trials?
I am, but I'd speak with you first. I have questions.
Ask then. I'll do my best to answer.
The merchant king of Damas murdered the nobles who ruled his city. Majd-ad-Din in Jerusalem used fear to force his people into submission. I suspect William meant to murder Richard and hold Akka with his troops. These men were meant to aid their leaders. Instead, they chose to betray them. What I do not understand is why.
Is the answer not obvious? The Templars desire control. Each man, as you've noted, wanted to claim their cities in the Templar name, that the Templars themselves might rule the Holy Land, and eventually beyond. But they cannot succeed in their mission.
Why is that?
Their plans depend upon the Templar treasure, the Peace of Eden. But we hold it now, and they cannot hope to achieve their goals without it.
What is this treasure?
It is temptation.
It's just a piece of silver.
Look at it.
What am I supposed to see?
This piece of silver cast out Adam and Eve. It turned staves into snakes, parted and closed the Red Sea. Ares used it to start the Trojan War, and with it a poor carpenter turned water into wine.
It seems rather plain for all the power you claim it has. How does it work?
He who holds it commands the hearts and minds of whoever looks upon it, whoever tastes of it, as they say.
Then Gagne's men?
An experiment. Herbs used to simulate its effects, to be ready for when they held it.
Talel supplied them. Tamir equipped them. They were preparing for something. But what?
War.
And the others, the men who ruled the cities, they meant to gather up their people, make them like Gagne's men.
The perfect citizens, the perfect soldiers, a perfect world.
Robert de Sable must never have this back.
So long as he and his brothers live, they will try.
Then they must be destroyed.
Which is what I've had you doing. There are 2 more Templars who require your attention. One in Akka, known as Sibran. One in Damas, called Jubair. Visit with the Bureau leaders. They'll instruct you further.
As you wish.
Be quick about it. No doubt Robert de Sable is made nervous by our continued success. His remaining followers will do their best to expose you. They know you come, the man in the white hood. They'll be looking for you.
They won't find me. I'm but a blade in the crowd.
Here, my gift to you, in gratitude for the good work you've done.
What's going on? What's he running from?
When you are exposed, use sharp turns, or climb over buildings to break your pursuer's line of sight.
It's the hero of Damas,
Come in, stay a while. Tell me all about your adventures.
I'm afraid I don't have the time.
I see. Too important for me now.
It's not that.
No, of course not. How may I serve you then?
Al-Muallim has asked I take the life of the one they call Jubair.
Ah, Salahadin's chief scholar. Strange choice of target in my opinion. But who are we to question the Master's will? I'm sure he has his reasons.
Then you're familiar with the man.
He's been quite busy these past few days, organizing the scholars and sending them into the streets to preach.
What do they speak of?
Light and fire, cleansing sins, apocalyptic nonsense if you ask me. All this talk of paths and a new world.
What about this new world?
Couldn't say. I don't pay attention to the ramblings of madmen. Much too busy with real work.
Very well. I'll walk among the people, see what I can learn. Where would you suggest I search?
South of here, you'll find an academy and a guard tower. They're both good places to search. There's also a hospital to the east you might want to visit.
I'll begin at once.
So eager. You've certainly changed, and for the better, I might add.
What is it? He's going to hurt himself. Everywhere. Watching. Waiting.
Watch yourself.
Maybe you didn't give me the first time.
Watch what you're doing.
You ever see someone do that before? Take up arms against our enemies. In
You must not
whatever way you
trespass here.
can. South comes the English king and his infidel army.
You are not allowed to be here.
Horrors
Leave.
in their wake. Praise be Salahadin. He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must push back.
No,
Curse
please
him!
don't leave.
Curse
Just
the
a few
Christian
coins,
king and his
please.
army of infidels. They go against the will of God and must be made to pay. Everywhere they ride,
Go away.
only suffering in their
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
The infidel died! Another witness died? I'll take you down! Move! Move!
order!
Is there a reason for this nonsense?
No more! Fighting for what we believe in! There is no greater glory than acting like a child. Praise be, Salah!
Hırsızlar dar ağacına müstahaktır.
What is that fool doing? ارحل! انتهى
Help
الأمر!
me! Somebody help me!
Pick the fight!
Kime bu oynamak istiyorsun? Beni yenemezsin.
There you have it, dude.
Kime bu oynamak istiyorsun?
I will end your life! Don't get away from me!
Kime bu oynamak istiyorsun? Beni yenemeyeceksin. Beni yenemeyeceksin.
Come along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me. I owe you my fleet.
There's a murderer loose.
Die! Infidel! Don't lose it! أيها الكافر!
Leave, peasant.
He won't get away!
Kime bu oynamak istiyorsun?
He's tiring himself! Get him!
You don't understand. I have nothing.
Gel buraya.
This is a waste of time.
Gel buraya.
While you still wish to die, so
Beklediğimde değilsin ama halihazırda.
wish to die, so
Beni yenemeyeceksin. Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Pis hırsız! Gebereceksin!
That hurt! Stop it, please!
اغرب عن وجهي.
I'll have your head! Don't get away from me! Kill me! I'll have your head! I will end your life! Please, while you still
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? İmkansız. Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me. I owe you my freedom, sir.
God curse the one who's done this. Where are you? God curse the one who's done this. Hey, where are you? God curse the one who's done this.
You've something to say?
Away with you.
You shouldn't be here.
Come no
Be
further.
gone.
فليسأله أحد لماذا يفعل؟ سوف أنبيك تتبع طريق الضلال. دور لقد انتهى. سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك.
Why are you doing this? What have I done?
أيها المرتد!
You will die here. Geber kafir!
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
Came along when you did. Another. A minute and they would have made off with me.
Where is the one responsible?
Over here! You can't escape! You're fine! Come back here!
Geber kafir!
Stay on here!
Bu tarafa! Burada! Bu Bu tarafta.
Infant! You will die here!
Come back here! He's nearby. There he goes! Stop him!
He has found his strength to stand in defense of Hosanna.
Won't anyone help me?
Created by wicked men. Surrounded by false knowledge, created by wicked men who seek dominion over your mind.
You should have watched where you were going. The English king and his infidel army. Stop acting like a child. In their wake.
Please be more careful next time.
To meet him. That
He's going to cause trouble.
What is he doing?
Leave this place. Away with you.
I'll get you! I'll take you down! I'll get you! God Gyorsan. It's forbidden for you to be here.
Richard takes Jaffa. There will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin. That city is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it until death. The Crusaders must be destroyed. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping
You
him.
look like you need something.
He will
We'll
march
find it
on
here.
Jerusalem
Sure.
next. We must end this before it has a chance to begin.
I can help you with.
That city is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it until death. The Crusaders must be destroyed. The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It's a tragedy, but I say this is an honor to die in service to God, fighting for what we believe in. There is no greater glory than this.
So hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you. Have any money?
خذ حذرك منه!
You can apologize for that.
أنا متأكد جدا أنه لن يغادر المدينة. وهو الشيء السديد الذي كان ينبغي فعله. سأتذكر شكلك. لن يخفى علي أبدا.
Please, can't you spare something?
سوف
I'm
أنبهك
poor
إذا
and
رأيت
sick
ذلك.
and hungry. Coins. All I ask
لن
is for a
يبعد
few
كثير.
coins.
I wish to see him, to hear him speak.
It can be arranged, but we must be careful. There are still those who reject illumination. They would harm him.
Then they are ignorant and afraid.
You seem sincere, but how do I know I can trust you?
It hurts me to even hear you ask the question.
Very well. We gather each day in the madrasa. He comes to speak, and then leads us into the city, that we might cleanse it.
Could I join you then?
Understand that it is a difficult path we walk. Our work demands sacrifice.
I understand.
Then come and meet with us. Let us see how strong you really are.
My family is sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins?
اظهر نفسك مرة أخرى قريبا.
I'm so hungry.
أعرف أنك
Just a
ستفعل.
little money. No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
They only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade.
سوف يرى
Can't you
الصعب
spare
الواحد.
something? I'm
Ignorance,
poor and sick and
violence,
hungry.
madness. We must resist. We must fight them in any way we can.
سوف أنبهك إذا رأيته يمر
Please,
بالجوار.
sir, have any money.
Praise Saladin.
My family is
He
sick
has
and
found the
dying.
strength
Could you
to
spare a
stand
few
in
coins?
defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must push back.
Oh my.
I stand before you to deliver a warning.
Why are you doing this?
ارحل على الفور!
Please, somebody help me.
تمهل.
Infidel dies! This won't be too difficult.
Get away from me!
This won't be too difficult.
ولكنك لن تنتصر. ولكنك
will know of your sacrifice.
What happened to this poor soul?
Such a shame.
Hey! Evvelki sefer elimizden kurtuldu. Bu sefer kaçmasına izin vermeyin.
Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry.
We found the place. It's just as you described it.
I suspect he'll want to deal with this himself, and quickly. Best we say nothing to the others.
A wise course of action. Truth be told, I'll be happy when this business is done.
Soon, my friend, soon. Today should see the last of them put to torch. Boy, come here. You still have the letter I gave you?
Yes.
Go and deliver it then. You'll find the one it's meant for inside the madrasa. We are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must push back. Be wary, friends. The shaitan is everywhere. Watching, waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong. Strong like haladni. Take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you can. Don't come to the English king with their army. They leave horrors in their wake. Haladni tribe to meet him.
Kalabalığın içine karışmayı seviyorum.
All I ask is for a quick point.
Kimsenin sizi kandırmasına
The
izin
way
vermeyin.
was made clear to
Evvelki
Jubair.
sefer elimizden
He saw
kurtuldu.
what must be
Bu
done.
sefer kaçmasına izin
Understood it
vermeyin.
fell to him, having learned the truth, to spread it. And
Bu
as he was
şehirde
shown
bir
the
yerde
way,
olduğunu biliyorum
so
ve
was
seni elime
I.
geçireceğim.
I will show you as well. Though our fathers dwelled in darkness and their fathers before them, it does not mean we must as well. This is our chance to begin anew. Let Jubair lead you to revelation. Let him lead you to the light. Jubair sees things the way they truly are. Sees the poison you carry in your hearts and minds. He works to cast it out. Remove all texts from your homes and schools. Give them to us. They must be destroyed.
Gözünüzü dört açın, geri dönecek.
Leave now, or I'll make you.
You'll pay for that!
May God have mercy on your soul. This won't be too difficult. How can one expect to defeat me? This won't be too difficult.
God have mercy on your soul.
Violence is not the answer, my child.
In this we agree, so speak and I may stay my blade. What is it your master intends? Why destroy all this knowledge?
We lay the stones to build a road upon which soon all men will travel. It leads to a better tomorrow.
That is not what I see.
Then you are blind. The words upon these parchments, they are poison. Jubair holds the cure. He'll free us from their lies.
It's nonsense you speak. You've lost your mind.
No, not lost, but found. I see the world for what it truly is. He has shown me so much. I am illuminated.
A fanatic is all you are, and dangerous for it.
Do what you must. It changes nothing. We are not afraid.
You should be.
God save us! You're a dead man. Keep up with him. Don't let him get away. Pay for your sins. You're in my way. You're in my way. What are you doing? إنه يدرك نفسه. خذوا عليه. وانتوا عليه. هنا. تعالوا بسرعة. He won't get away.
Artık bir anlamı yok. Burada olmadığından eminim.
يا له من أحمق.
Altair, my friend, you have become quite the wanted man, as am I. I must prepare my family for the trip back to the safety of Masayef this afternoon. Could you finish my last assignment in exchange for information? Some men must be eliminated in Jubair's quarter. Be fast, my friend.
My good people, your search has come to an end.
I beg of you, I beg of you, just a few coins, please. Families sitting down. Could you spare a few coins?
Have your hands away from me! Here! He's over here! Get him! Look out! Look out! You'll never get away! What are you doing? Let him escape! Don't shoot him! How could we have lost him? Such tragedy! What I say, this is an honor! What? Die in service to God! Hey, you never paid for this! I'm sure of it! Take a look! By your pride! He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization! After him! He hides like a bat. Hurry on, friend! We have this under control. Don't let him escape! Move now! Don't be trampled!
Açılın! Çekil önümden kaçarım!
أتبع طريق الطوارئ! Don't shoot him! What a fool! Infamous!
Çekil önümden yoksa ederim!
اقبضوا عليه! اقبضوا عليه! تحرك!
Çekil önümden yoksa ederim!
Yes!
Çekil kenara!
Çabuk!
Çekil önümden yoksa ederim!
Take yourself from my sight.
Açılın!
Give up! You now!
Beni yenemeyecek. Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Beni yenemeyecek.
I'll take you down! You what? God have mercy on your Who saw what happened here? No! What happened?
Oh no, how awful. What happened here?
Where are you? I know you're here somewhere.
Oh no, how awful.
Horrible.
Who would do such an awful thing?
What happened to this poor soul? All right, where are you?
Please, sir, have any money?
You'll hurt someone at that speed.
No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
What a strange man.
There he is!
God save him!
There he
He's gone
is.
mad!
There he is! I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you. Please, sir,
Why would anyone want to do that?
I beg of you, just a few.
Bad news, brother. I killed a Templar this morning. Well, I suppose that's actually good news. I even found a letter on him which I gave to Nemair, who said he'd find you and deliver it. But from the look in your face, I suspect this hasn't happened. Go on then. Don't waste any more time with me. Seek Nemair and get that letter.
No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölümdür.
Out here, here. Take this. I've been looking everywhere for you. Now I can finally return to Masyaf. Last time I offered to do someone a favor.
You are not allowed to be here.
The Christian king and his army of infidels! Your life is now! Out of the way! Move! Move! Down, infidels! What are you doing? You will not get away from me!
I beg of you. I beg of you just a
He actually managed to escape.
Do you have any money? Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry. I beg of you. I beg of you just a few coins, please. No, please, just a few coins, please. No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
They leave horrors in their wake. Saladin rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, find favor with us, that he may grant us victory.
Ow! What is that man doing?
Stop acting like a child. The fires of war consume the land, and be gone, face. Curse the Christian king!
What news, Altair?
I've learned much about my enemy.
Share what you know, then.
Jubair has become obsessed with purging the city of its knowledge.
A most terrible crime. Now I see why Al-Mualim wants you to remove him.
He's using the city scholars to assist him. They go out into the streets, harassing the people and collecting all their written works. I fear he intends to destroy them all.
He must be stopped.
That's why I'm here. He's to hold a meeting soon, at the Madrasa al-Qallasa. It's where I'll go. It's where I'll take his life.
I'll leave you alone to prepare. Bring glory to the Brotherhood.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Further. Oh! Kill him! All right, where are you?
I will catch you! That's him! There! Get him! Stop running! You cannot escape! He won't get away!
Kaçmasına izin vermeyin! Hırsız! Gebereceksin! Hayret! Oradaki yer yarıldı, işine girdi.
Every single text in this city must be destroyed.
My friend, you must not do this. Much knowledge rests within these parchments, put there by our ancestors for good reason.
And what reason is this?
They are beacons, meant to guide us, to save us from the darkness that is ignorance.
No, these bits of paper are covered in lies. They poison your minds, and so long as they exist, you cannot hope to see the world the way it truly is.
How can you accuse these scrolls of being weapons? They are tools of learning.
You turn to them for answers and salvation. You rely more upon them than yourselves. This makes you weak and stupid. You trust in words, drops of ink. Do you ever stop to think of who put them there? Or why? No, you simply accept their words without question. And what if those words speak falsely? As they often do. This is dangerous.
You are wrong. These texts give the gift of knowledge. We need them.
You love your precious writings. You'd do anything for them?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Then join them! Any man who speaks as he is just as much a threat. Do any else among you wish to challenge me? Good! Your orders are simple enough. Go out into the city. Collect any remaining writings and add them to the piles in the streets. When you're done, we'll send a cart to collect them, that they may be destroyed.
Go away.
Today is a glorious day. We will at last be free. Purge yourselves of these...
Down, infidels! Move down! Be careful! You put away! Let him get away! Move now! Be careful! You cannot
Watson, you must be able to see the truth. He runs from me as he does from the truth. Join us, you too can see illumination.
Stop him!
You will not get away from me!
Come on,
Take your time. When moving slowly,
move. If you value your life, what is it that you want?
He's going to run into someone.
Oh, Sanchez!
You will not get away from me!
Belki farkında değilsin. Seni yenemeyecek. Yenemeyecek. Ama hali hazırda kaybeder.
This won't be difficult.
Seni yenemeyecek.
Your life's in Good people at the mass, you are doing the right thing. Let us cleanse the city of its poisonous rats. This is a righteous act.
After him, my disciples! You must not escape! Stay on him!
Durdurun onu! Seni gözün kapalı bile yeter.
Why? Why have you done this?
Men must be free to do what they believe. It is not our right to punish one for thinking what they do, no matter how much we disagree.
Then what?
You of all people should know the answer. Educate them. Teach them right from wrong. It must be knowledge that frees them, not force.
They do not learn, fixed in their ways as they are. You are naive to think otherwise. It's an illness, for which there is but one cure.
You're wrong, and that's why you must be put to rest.
Am I not unlike those precious books you seek to save? A source of knowledge with which you disagree, yet you are rather quick to steal my life.
A small sacrifice to save many. It is necessary.
Is it not ancient scrolls that inspire the Crusaders? That fill Salah ad-Din and his men with a sense of righteous fury? Their texts endanger others, bring death in their wake. I too was making a small sacrifice. It matters little now. Your deed is done, and so am I.
Kaçmasına izin verme.
Altair, tell me you've met with success.
Yes. Jubair's fires are extinguished. His life as well.
Excellent news. I had no doubt you'd succeed.
You should have seen it. The scholars followed him so readily. Wasn't just books they fed to fire either, but any man who opposed them.
Such ignorance breeds only evil. You've done a good thing this day.
As with my other targets, he believed he was doing the right thing, clearing a path to a better future.
Of course he would. Such is the landscape of a madman's mind.
The things I've seen these past few weeks, it's as if all the land has gone mad.
And this is why we fight to end the war, that sanity might return. The people are desperate for direction. It's easy for men like Jubair to prey on this and turn them towards evil. You should go, Altair. Return to Al-Mualim. Tell him what you saw. Let him know the good you've done this day.
Safety and peace, Rafiq.
Upon you as well.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one. Use free running to escape from a fight when exposed. Sprint to lose your enemies.
Welcome home, child. What news?
Another of the named is put to rest.
Then it would appear your work is nearly complete and your status restored.
A question, Master, if I may.
Ask and I will answer.
Why these men? Jubair and Sabrand?
Ah, don't you see? They paved the way for change. Ensure threats both old and new are not given cause to intervene.
To weaken them is to weaken our enemy. I suppose that makes sense.
Were these men to continue their work, our work would quickly be undone.
How is that? We've caused them much grief.
We strike at the arms, yes. But this is a hydra that you face, and it is quick to replace that which is severed.
Then we should lop off its head and be done with this.
Soon, soon. We are close. Only one more man stands between us and our ultimate goal.
I will return to my work. The sooner this last man dies, the sooner I might face our true enemy.
Before you go, I have a question for you.
Of course.
What is the truth?
We place faith in ourselves. We see the world the way it really is, and hope that one day all mankind might see the same.
What is the world, then?
An illusion. One which we can either submit to, as most do, or transcend.
What is it to transcend?
To recognize nothing is true and everything is permitted. That laws arise not from divinity but reason. I understand now that our creed does not command us to be free. It commands us to be wise.
Do you see now why the Templars are a threat?
Whereas we would dispel the illusion, they would use it to rule.
Yes. To reshape the world in an image more pleasing to them. That is why I sent you to steal their treasure. That is why I keep it locked away. And that is why you kill them. So long as even one survives, so too does their desire to create a new world order. Take your equipment. Seek out this last man. With his death, Robert de Sable will at last be vulnerable.
It will be done.
Safety and peace upon you, Altair.
Send you to an early death.
Climb tall structures to gain a bird's eye view of your surroundings. Tall buildings can be used to orient yourself when moving through a city.
Greetings, Altair. What news?
Al-Mualim has named another. calls himself Sabrand.
I am familiar with the man. Newly appointed leader of the Knights Teutonic, he resides in the Venetian Quarter and runs Akka's port.
I'll start my work at once.
Here are the places where you should focus your search. On the docks east of here, among the ships and their crews. At the chapel to the northeast, near the cross overlooking the port. And to the north, in front of St. John's Gate.
This is most helpful. My thanks for the guidance.
Altair.
Yes, Rafiq.
I owe you an apology.
For what?
For doubting your dedication to our cause.
No, it was I who erred. I believed myself above the creed. You owe me nothing.
As you wish, my friend. Go in safety.
You've seen someone do that before? I haven't.
Oh my!
You've no reason to be here. Leave now.
Oh, wonder.
Diebstahl wird mit dem Tode bestraft. Elender Dieb. This place is restricted. Be gone! Leave, peasant, before I make you. Leave this place!
no reason to be...
I hear you're looking for information on Sibran. Karam's found something you'd probably find useful. Best track him down if you want it.
Come see what I have to offer. Everything's new, everything's perfectly fine. My good people.
Please, someone do
What's
something.
he doing?
Heavens, what is he doing?
Diebstahl wird mit dem Tode bestraft.
Why are you so cruel? What have I done wrong?
Diebstahl wird mit dem Tode bestraft.
Safety and peace, brother. I've been looking everywhere for you. I stole this letter earlier today. Read it over. Hopefully it'll be of use.
Stop. You must not trespass here.
Turned over to the Teutonic Order. Complaints and concerns
Leave now, or I
must
make
be
you.
presented to the guild representative at the court of the chain. Failure to comply will result in imprisonment. As decreed, all ships must now be turned over to the Teutonic Order. Complaints and concerns must be presented to the guild representative at the court of the chain. Failure to comply will result in imprisonment. All docked vessels must be cleared of crew and cargo. Captains are to present themselves to a representative from the Teutonic Order for reassignment. Any attempt to maintain possession of a claimed vessel will be punished severely.
Be gone. That was unwise.
It's not my fault. I'm only following orders. If you want your ship back, speak with the court.
That's not what I'm after.
Then what?
Sabran's claimed near 100 ships. For what purpose?
A blockade. They're to sail for open water and establish a perimeter.
For what? Does Salah ad-Din intend to strike from sea?
No, it's not he we defend against, but ships from home, to deny Richard more troops.
Why would one of Richard's own want to see him weakened in this way?
I don't know. Ask Sibran. They're his orders. I'm just meant to carry them out. Now, please, let me go. I've told you all I know.
I'm sorry. I cannot risk you telling him I'm here.
For the love of God, what is it that you want? What's he doing? If he hurts himself, I'm not helping.
Bandit, j'aurai ta peau. Bandit, j'aurai ta peau.
Stop it, please! You're hurting me! Won't anyone help me?
You should stop acting like a child.
Oh my!
Is there a reason for him to do that?
You are not allowed to be here. Leave. You're not supposed to be here. Leave.
You've no reason to be here. Leave now. What's wrong with him? When is he going to stop this nonsense?
It's getting worse.
His paranoia knows no bounds.
He's doubled our shifts. No one sleeps.
Wasn't so bad till he decided to make the port his home.
He's planning something insane. That's why he came here.
Planning what?
What's the meaning of this? The two of you off in a corner, whispering, plotting? Nothing of the sort. We were only... Only what? What secrets are you keeping? You misunderstand. Damned assassins, they're probably here right now, watching us. Do you find this amusing? Do you? Pull off while you can! Double the patrols!
Which ones?
All of them!
But we don't have the men.
Find them! Recall our knights from the field if you must!
Please, sir, have any money? The family's sick and dying.
Einmal schon habt ihr ihn verloren. Lass ihn nicht noch einmal entfliehen!
Just a little money, I beg of you. A few coins, all I ask for is but a few coins. I need money, sir. I'm poor,
Einmal schon habt ihr ihn verloren. Lasst ihn nicht noch einmal entfliehen. Haltet eure Augen offen. Er wird bestimmt wiederkommen.
Why is he doing that? He hurts himself. I'm not helping. What is that man thinking?
Er ist ein toter Mann, wenn er sich erneut hier zeigt. Er ist ein toter Mann, wenn er sich erneut hier zeigt.
He must not be of sound mind. He's going to hurt himself, and when he does,
Why would anyone want to do that?
Greetings, brother. How fares your search?
I've learned all there is to know about my target.
Share your knowledge with me, then.
Sibrand is said to be consumed by fear, driven mad by the knowledge that his death approaches. He has sealed the docks district, and now hides within waiting for his ship to arrive.
This will make things dangerous. I wonder how it is he learned of your mission.
The men I've killed, they are all connected. Al-Muallim warned me that word of my deeds has spread among them.
Be on your guard, Altair.
Of course, Rafiq. But I think it will be to my advantage. Fear will weaken him.
Fast forward in memory to a more recent one.
Diebstahl wird mit dem Tode bestraft.
Anyone help me?
Diebstahl wird mit dem Tode bestraft.
what in God's name is he doing? What a
You are mistaken, Master Sibrand. I would never propose violence against any man, and most certainly not against you.
So you say, and yet no one here will vouch for you. What am I to make of this?
I live a simple life, my lord. As do all men of the cloth, it is not for us to call attention to ourselves.
Perhaps. Or perhaps they do not know you because you are not a man of God, but an assassin!
Never!
You wear the same robes.
If they cover themselves as we do, it is only to instill uncertainty and fear. You must not give in.
Are you calling me a coward? Challenging my authority? Are you perhaps hoping to turn my own knights against me?
No. I don't understand why you're doing this to me. I've done nothing wrong.
I don't recall accusing you of any wrongdoing, which makes your outburst rather odd. Is it the presence of guilt that compels a confession?
But I confess nothing.
Ah, defiant to the very end.
What do you mean?
William and Garnier were too confident, and they paid for this with their lives. I won't make the same mistake. If you truly are a man of God, then surely the Creator will provide for you! Let him stay my hand!
You've gone mad! Will none of you come forward to stop this? He is clearly poisoned by his own fear, compelled to see enemies where none exist.
Seems the people share my concern. What I do for Acre! No! Stay vigilant, men. Report any suspicious activity to the guard. I doubt we've seen the last of these assassins. Persistent bastards. Now get back to work.
Use the action view to gather information.
Oh!
Stop! You must not trespass.
Use counterattacks when faced with multiple enemies.
I'll have your head! Einmal schon habt ihr ihn verloren. Lasst ihn wieder Los ist mit mir, du Narr! Du willst mal nicht siegen! There he is! God! Keep him away from me!
Please, don't do this.
You are afraid.
Of course I am afraid.
But you'll be safe now, held in the arms of your god.
Have my brothers taught you nothing? I know what waits for me. For all of us.
If not your god, then what?
Nothing. Nothing waits. And that is what I fear.
You don't believe?
How could I, given what I know? What I've seen? Our treasure was the proof.
Proof of what?
That this life is all we have.
Linger a while longer then, and tell me of the part you were to play.
A blockade by sea. To keep the fool kings and queens from sending reinforcements. Once we...
Conquered the Holy Land?
Freed it, you fool. From the tyranny of faith.
Freedom? You worked to overthrow cities, control men's minds, murdered any who spoke against you.
I followed my orders, believing in my cause. Same as you.
Liebe gehören gehängt!
Altair, you've caused quite a stir.
I've done as requested. Sabran's life is ended.
So it is. So it is. You should ride for Masyaf and inform Al-Mualim of your success.
Yes. I should return and speak to him. Of this and other things.
Is everything all right, my friend? You seem distant.
It's nothing, Rafik. Just a lot on my mind.
Talk to me then. Let me help.
I need to make sense of this myself first. But thank you for the offer.
It is the men you kill, isn't it? You feel something for them.
How?
Ah, my friend. You are not meant to enjoy these grim tasks. Regret, uncertainty, sympathy. This is to be expected.
I should not fear these feelings.
You should embrace them. They are what keep you human.
What if I'm wrong? What if these men are not meant to die? What if they mean well? Misguided, perhaps, but pure in motive.
I am but a Rafik, Altair, and such things are beyond me. Perhaps Al-Mualim can help you to make sense of it.
Yes, perhaps. Thank you, Rafik.
It is my pleasure to have served with one as skilled as you.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Not a lot of time, Vic.
Understand there's a narrow launch window.
Wherever it's hidden, time to retrieve it.
Working on it.
And when it's done,
He'll be taken care of.
I want that progress report by tomorrow morning.
I've got some work I need to do. So you've got the rest of the night to yourself.